In Eugene, I've been here doing restaurants since 1985. Done different restaurants at this location at Fifth Street Market for about 12 years. We've had a Greek cafe. Cafe Glendi is a Greek specialty cafe. We serve chicken in different forms, souvlakis. We serve moussaka, which is an eggplant lamb dish. We serve all kinds of wraps, gyro wraps, which are very popular. Roasted meat and shaved and wrapped into a pita bread. It's quickly served, but it's not fast food. It's, we take care preparing the food.
We're starting a new series here on the KVAL Morning Show, Tasty Tuesdays. Each week we will feature a local restaurant and have a local chef whip us up some tasty treats. Today we're headed to downtown Eugene, where you'll find a little Greek cafe called Cafe Glendi. It's located inside the Fifth Street Market, which is located at 5th Avenue and High Street. And that's where we find Addison Taylor this morning. How are things going over there, Addison?
They are going great. I love any reason I have to deal with food in the morning, especially when I get to eat some of it later on. Anyway, today we're talking about Tasty Tuesdays and back-to-school lunches, because although delicious, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches might get a little boring, and this might be a way that you can improve your kids' mood as they go back to school this week, is if they have to have like a really cool lunch. So joining me again is Borzi from Cafe Glendi. How you doing?
Hi Addison, how are you?
I'm great, thanks for asking. So we're working on something pretty interesting here. It's kind of like a new spin on an old classic, you might say, and we have a square flatbread, which has a very interesting name. What is it called again?
Lavash.
Lavash, okay.
You can buy it in local grocery stores.
And it's fun and different, and we put a little layer of cream cheese on here, right?
Yes.
So what are we going to do that's new today?
So, well, this is, all kids like turkey, so we're making a turkey sandwich, but it's kind of fun. Kids can actually participate in this process, and
that way they can't complain about what they have for lunch.
Yeah, let them make it, and then they won't complain, yeah. Okay. Get them involved in the process. So this is basically turkey. I put a little bit of light cream cheese there. You give it some nice tomatoes.
What are those?
These are yellow tomatoes, but you can use it.
Do they taste the same?
Yeah, very sweet. You can taste one if you like.
Oh, sure. I'll try it. They do taste the same.
And then we wrap this, we throw in some lettuce, and basically you just
roll it up.
This up. It's very fast.
And you were saying also this, we have, if your kid decides they want to be a vegetarian this fall, this also has a vegetarian option?
You can add all kinds of veggies on it, throw feta cheese, and actually my kids like the peanut butter and jam on it.
And if they are just an old, really love that peanut butter and jelly, you can always put the peanut butter and jelly into a roll up, and then it's still something new and different.
You can slice it in small little rolls like
compact
that.
Is good with those school lunches, right?
And then or you can make it into a sandwich like this, and it's easy to eat. It's clean, and kids like it.
And it looks good. Well, earlier we made this, and it's a roll-up, and that one actually has turkey in it, and sweet tomatoes and lettuce and stuff. It also comes in a vegetarian option, of course, without the meat. So a lot of big lunch things is how much time you have to make your lunches, and a secret to beating that is using leftovers, but somehow reworking them so that they don't seem like leftovers. And so Borzi again joining me again this morning, and so what was in there was actually just a piece of chicken right here, and so we're going to use that chicken to make essentially a new lunch. And so what are we going to do?
Well, we're going to just chop the chicken, slice it like this, and then to add a little flavor we can throw it in a little bit of pesto, and as you know, pesto is
and pesto is the besto.
That's right.
I went there. So we're going to put it into a pita pocket?
Yes, we will get a pita pocket cut in half, and then we can line it with a little bit of lettuce so it doesn't get soggy.
The lettuce keeps it from getting soggy?
Yeah, kind of lines it.
Interesting.
And what you do is you just stuff it with really anything you have. Tomatoes are always good. Cucumbers are always good.
So you're just stuffing it with pretty much any vegetables you have, hence the vegetarian option if you don't have any chicken or if you're a vegetarian.
You can add some cheese to it if you like it vegetarian.
That's good. So we were talking earlier about this is all for adults and kids as you go back into work, making lunches and so on and so forth. And I want to point out Laura and Al actually made this earlier. It's called a fruit and vegetable kebab. And so what we did, it could be a fun activity for kids, you know, the night before you go to school or the morning of if you do have a little bit of extra time. And it might be kind of fun, you know, you got watermelon and all sorts of different things, and it's fruits and vegetables, which of course can all go into your neat and tidy and reusable lunchbox. And we got here is tzatziki because most kids love dipping stuff, right?
Yeah, the kids love dip. So we make a yogurt sauce. It's a Greek version with the cucumber in it, little garlic.
Yeah.
So you know, you can dip your vegetables in there.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Or
So
you can use hummus if you like. We have all around the
hummus,
household.
my best friend.
Addison, are you bringing us back food?
Yes.
Maybe Al.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe
We'll
Al.
see.
Why not me?
You're just a fill-in, Laura. No, I'm just kidding. I'll bring it back. You know I love you. I've been looking at ways to talk about Hannah Montana.
I'm not
all morning,
talking
but I
about you.
can't
I'm
bring
not
it up.
talking to you anymore.
Okay.
Bring me her food.
Well, I'm just kidding. I heart you. Anyway, let's talk about what we've already made this morning, because back to school lunches is the topic. And so right here we got a stuffed pita pocket with hummus on the side and a fruit and vegetable kebab, that's what it's called. And then right here is we got another roll up right here with some cheese on the side, you know, some protein, so on and so forth, and some tzatziki dip, because, you know, kids love dipping stuff. And we got another roll here. All these also have vegetarian options, just, you know, take the meat out. So let's talk about what we're doing here, though. You know, kind of a new twist, old classic, peanut butter and jelly, but we're doing it with a roll up. What's this called again? The bread?
Lavash flatbread.
Okay,
So, you know, it's a classic, but we just roll it.
really easy, really quick.
So easy and so quick, and let your kid do it
They can do it themselves.
themselves. Yeah.
As long as they don't, you know, make a big mess. So one of the big things, again, we talked about earlier is you don't have a lot of time to make your lunches, especially your kids' lunches. So we were talking about reworking sort of last night's dinner, dinner from a couple days ago, and so we have some pasta left over right here.
Leftover pasta. We throw in really any vegetables you have. In here, in this bowl, I put olives and artichoke hearts, tomatoes. I have some leftover chicken in pesto. We can toss that all in there.
And this is the same chicken that we use the other half of it to make a pita pocket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you just toss it and enjoy it.
Okay. And then also, we talked a little bit earlier about sort of adding a nice sweet dessert sort of for your kids' lunches, one that's might be kind of healthy. And so right here, what do we have?
Well, it's kind of a healthier option. You know, you can always put a nice chocolate chip cookie in there. This is a cup of yogurt with fresh strawberries in this case. You can drizzle some honey on it, make it a little sweeter if you like.
Oh, looks good.
Or you can add a little bit of blueberry preserve or strawberry.
Yeah, and also I want to point out we put all of our lunches here in reusable containers. And so if you also have a reusable lunchbox, you can bring home the same one every day, and that helps keep our landfills not quite as full. So we're making lunches here on KVAL News. Reporting live, Addison Taylor, back to you guys in the studio. I'm sorry, Laura.
Thanks, Addison.
For nothing.
For nothing.
He's not bringing
I
you
forgot I
nothing.
wasn't talking to him. Anyway, we'll talk when you get back. If you want to learn more about Cafe Glendi, you can head over to KVAL's community website, kval.com/communities. We will be posting recipes and videos from Tasty Tuesday segments, and I'm guessing this one will be on downtown Eugene because that's where Cafe Glendi is.
Yeah, and it seems to me that if you are a restaurant owner that wants to take part in this, you know,
Give us a call.
You can call us. You know, we don't have to call you. You can call us. And while you are at our website, you can post stories and events that are important to you. Just head to kval.com/communities and pick your neighborhood.
And so all morning long we cooked up all these different things, sort of like new twists on an old classic than just boring peanut butter and jelly, although we do have peanut butter and jelly right here, though it's made a little differently. It's in a flatbread, which is called
Lavash.
lavash, very fancy. Anyway, so we have right here is two roll-ups. We got a stuffed pita pocket with hummus on the side and a fruit and vegetable kebab. And then we got some sliced cheeses with some tzatziki dip right here and yogurt with some honey and fresh strawberries and, of course, trail mix, always a good side. So also right here for sort of the adults going back to work, if you have the summer off, maybe teachers, anyway, is sort of making leftovers into a new meal. So what do we do right here?
Well, this is, this is leftover pasta. And kids love pasta too. If you give them different kind of fun-shaped pasta and cut vegetables in it. I added in this combination, I have feta cheese and olives and artichoke hearts, a little bit of pesto, and we found some leftover chicken, so we diced it up and tossed it all in there.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, this is Back to School Lunches with Tasty Tuesdays. Reporting live, Addison Taylor. Back to you guys in the studio.
At Fifth Street Market in particular, we have all locally owned shops, consists of several different flavors. So we encourage them to come to this room and explore different types of food.